Welcome to the channel, and today we'll be discussing some of the best bars and meanings behind them in Greatest from Eminem's Kamikaze album.
Yeah. I'm just gonna write down.
Greatest is the follow-up track to The Ringer and starts off immediately, The Ringer ends. If you're interested in knowing more about why The Ringer is probably the best opening track in 2018, click the link that pops up at the top right corner now. And before we get started, remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel and turn on notifications. Greatest starts with what many Eminem fans have had in mind for years. Since the release of the Eminem Show, Eminem's critics have been calling for him to quit because Encore wasn't as great as the Eminem Show, and they believe releasing more albums is tarnishing Eminem's image. But if you've been following Eminem since the beginning, you know this is crazy talk based on feelings rather than fact, because Eminem has pretty much been on top of the rap game for nearly 20 years now, regardless of what feelings you have about his music, and that's a fact.
Motherfuckers talking crazy, saying I should quit. I fucking tell him make bitch, eat a fucking dick.
This song was necessary, especially for clueless racist critics like this.
Just like in Eminem, we had a lot of people talking about, is Eminem a guest in the house of hip hop? You motherfucking right he is.
Eminem in recovery attempted to walk away from drama, beefs, and focus on what's important in his life, like his daughters for instance, and this was pointed out in Not Afraid. But like we've seen based on how things turned out finally, and with the release of Kamikaze recently, you know Eminem is back at it again, and Kamikaze is filled to the brim with disses aimed at MCs of the new generation.
I'm turning back to a man can't take anymore, but I try to get away from the anger and raise my base. So gangly as an A to the K, get your ass raised like my days.
For those of you who don't know about bidets, a bidet is an oval basin that sprays water upwards and is used to wash the genital and anal area after taking a dump. To add some spin on this Eminem bar about getting your ass sprayed like bidets, bidets are often used by females, which could imply Eminem referring to his critics and opponents as bitches. By now, you should all know that Joe Budden is in fact the textbook definition of a bitch. Earlier we spoke about critics who have been calling for Eminem to quit after the Eminem Show, who ignore the fact that Eminem still outsells every other rapper, and even in 2018, Kamikaze, a surprise album by Eminem, still outsold all the hip-hop albums that released before and after it this year.
Bar for me when I rap isn't fair, but guess that's the standard I'm held to. But if something like that doesn't tell you, you set a mark too high when platinum sales are looked at as a failure.
You can see for yourself in our video about hip-hop album sales in 2018 at the link that pops up at the top right corner. Even his greatest flop, Revival, still outsold nearly every hip-hop album that released after it, and you can also see a video breaking this down at the link that pops up. People love to talk about numbers and stats of their favorite rapper until Eminem is brought up, and then suddenly, sales don't matter. This is even quite common in the comment section of our videos. But then again, this same critic's top 10 rappers of all time is still dominated by platinum-selling rappers. For many fans who love the Greatest song on Kamikaze, their favorite lyric is,
"So you sold 10 million albums, eh? What? Only problem is, you put out 10 million albums, eh?"
This summarizes the state of hip-hop, especially in 2018. How many albums have the Migos and members of the group dropped again in 2018? And if you follow the news, they plan on dropping another in January 2019. Lil Baby has dropped like what? 3 albums in 2018 alone. These rappers oversaturate the market with their music and later claim they have sold millions of records. This bar could also be applied to many other great rappers people love to compare with Eminem. I'm not gonna drop names as I respect these rappers too, but while Eminem is at his 10th studio album, well 9 since Infinite was before he got signed, many other great rappers have 13 or 14 albums, and with mixtapes added, these rappers have 20 plus projects, yet their career totals aren't even at 50% of what Eminem has sold. Feel free to point out such rappers in the comment section below. Greatest even had slick bars that predicted the future of how it ends for rappers who choose to gain some clout by starting a beef with him, and with how things turned out with Killshot, Eminem was not kidding.
If I lose it, we can rewind to some old Ja Rule shit, and I can remind motherfuckers how you shit. You don't got the tools I got in my toolkit.
Eminem is one known for some complicated wordplay, and his songs are genuinely like a puzzle to many fans, and even after years of listening to an Eminem song, it is common to finally understand a bar after over 100 listens. But this one shouldn't take too much thinking to understand. We made a video about the best-selling artist since music tracking began in the United States in 1991. You can find that at a link that pops up. Eminem was the only rapper to make this list, and to this day is the only musician to crack the top 10 that came out in the late 90s. Every other artist from 1999 to 2018 that's been out, including Adele and Taylor Swift, have not cracked the top 10 of the best-selling artists in the US since SoundScan began tracking sales in 1991. Guess one thing many of the artists regarded as the greatest of all time have in common: Yes, multiple Diamond albums in the United States, and Eminem does some play on this just before the last verse ends.
I hit a dang hard as I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna need to put my arm in a sling. But like a wedding band, you gotta be diamond to even climb in the ring.
Rakim is regarded as one of the greatest rappers of all time, and just like many industry vets, Rakim agrees that Eminem is one of the greatest rappers of all time and even compares Eminem's cultural impact to that of Muhammad Ali. If you love this channel and would like to show support to keep the content flowing, I have included a PayPal link in the description of this video, and any donations will be very much appreciated regardless of how little it may be. Thanks for watching, remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel and check out our other fact videos on ET Lifestyle.